Get to it. Let's do what it's supposed to do. Always have aspirations. Always learn when a wise man speak, a wise man listen.
Universal greeting. Peace is the absence of all confusion. Because if it's factual, if it's truth, and it's the real 100% pure, holy, not diluted or tampered with how it is, then you should have peace. Because when things are how they're supposed to be and what they truly are, there's no room for anything else but peace. So I'm going to start off with the universal greeting, peace. I come in the name of Prince Shahiem with large Juan, God beloved. Born in the truth of square, the truth lies in the square. I felt like this needed to happen. I built with a lot of the guards around the country from time to time. When I was young, this how I acquired knowledge. The guards was in the streets. We was amongst everywhere, striving to teach the youth knowledge yourself. Because with knowledge yourself, your decision process is way better. You feel me? I got knowledge of self at 13 years old. By the time I was 16, I knew 120 lessons. Various plus degrees, the science behind Christianity, Catholicism, among other things. I was born Muslim, raised in a mosque till I was 7. Then I went into the wilderness of North America with my old earth, which you call moms, I call my old earth. I went out with my old earth, my old divine, which is my dad. He was in the military, so he had to do a lot of moving around. Then he got caught up in the streets, whatever you want to call it. But we're going into Islam and mathematics and why it's important for the youth to really acquire knowledge of self, because it'll help you in all the things you decide to do, whether it's positive or negative, just to be honest with you, because now you have a process, a thought process that works out where now, instead of you just moving rapidly and dramatically and spontaneous without decision process making, it gives you the power to say, let me do the knowledge. See how it's activated, which is wisdom, which is the manifestation of knowledge, and born an understanding to it before I create a conclusion to it or whatever it's going to be, like a culture or way of life. I'm going to start off with the student enrollment, where we go from knowledge to born back to knowledge. Because everything revolves and comes back to the foundation. When you build a house, if you break it back down, it's going to go back to the foundation. Anything you build is based on how strong that foundation is, will determine how long it stands. Knowledge, the first degree in student enrollment. Knowledge is the foundation to all things in existence. Knowledge is to look, listen, and observe. Knowledge is also symbolic to man and also symbolic to the sun, for man being the foundation of the family and the sun being the foundation of the solar system. Wisdom is the second degree in the student enrollment. Wisdom is a wise word spoken by a wise man. Wisdom is the activation of knowledge. That you do the knowledge to, I look, I listen, and I observe and see what it is. And I watch it manifest, which is knowledge, the manifestation of knowledge. I watch what it does, what it do. And that helps me to determine the outcome. It's also symbolic to the black woman, for she is secondary but most necessary to the process of bringing forth life. Man, woman, and child. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Wisdom is symbolic to the moon and the sun. Wisdom is also symbolic to the moon and the earth. For they show the manifestation of knowledge. You heard? The sun. Which borns understanding. Because once you manifest your knowledge and you see what it do, okay, I'm going to do the knowledge. Let's see what it do. Watch how it manifests. Then I'm born an understanding to it, a clear picture. That which it really is and not what it appears to be. I'm going to do the knowledge to it so I can fully understand what that is and draw clarity, which is understanding, the clearest picture drawn in one's mind. That's when you deal with logic and reason and you go, you know what? Based on facts and logic and reason, there's no other determination, but that's what that is. I totally understand that. And once you can manifest your knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you got clear picture drawn, you can born your culture or freedom. Now that you've learned how to knowledge, wisdom, and understand and put things into activation, the culture becomes your way of life, because culture is a way of life. Religion is a belief. Culture is a way of life. So you take that culture and you take the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you born a culture, which you feel is righteous in the right and exact way if you're living in a righteous manner, to live accordingly. So a culture is something that continues on. Tradition, which just goes on. This is what we do. For the last 300 years, this is what we've done. And you can create your culture, your way of life, saying that you're God or your earth, and these are the things that you want to be born into your universe and your world. So when you're born a culture, you're born in a way of life. This is the way we're going to live according to these, whatever you decide is best for you and yours. Freedom is to be free from the blind, deaf, and dumb, which I just took you through the steps. Knowledge with some understanding. Once you understand clearly, you'll be free. So you can live that culture that you decide is right and exact for you out, because you're free from bondage. There's no more mysteries, no more what's this or what's that. This is what it is, and this is how I'm going to live accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge with some understanding, culture, freedom, bonds, power, or refinement. Because once you're free and your culture's free and you fully understand, you know what I'm saying, I'm living this way, it gives you power. Because now I got the power to live and move accordingly, to make things happen how I need them to happen, because I know exactly what's going on. That's the power. It gives me power and refinement. The refinement is to be refined, to cleanse. So once you knowledge with some understanding, you got a culture that's free, and you've absorbed this power, you're refined from all the negativity. You're refined from all of the things that are not right and exact in your universe, in your world, which I would hope is righteous, which borns equality. Because once you knowledge what's manifested and you understand it, and you born a culture from it, and you live free now from the blind, deaf, and dumb, you're totally aware, you get the power to refine the negativity and all the things that's not right and exact in your life, which borns equality. Because if things weren't right and exact, and you put that scale of justice amongst it, and you put an equivalence to it, to where you are able to now born equality. Because I can born equality because I have the knowledge to manifest my understanding, so prove my culture is free, expose my power to be refined, to refine the negativity around me, and deal with equality and share it amongst the righteous. Because as an earth or a God or an original descendant of the righteous, our duty is to teach. He was uncivilized, civilization, the knowledge of self, and the science of things in life, so we could all have knowledge of self and that which is around us. That gives us the power to deal with equality. Physically, financially, whatever you want to share equivalently, is a positive action and reaction. However, the mental equality is the most powerful to share, because now you've born someone else to be free from the blind, deaf, and dumb, to not walk in the dark, but put light in front of them, so they can now choose a way to be free in their lives and to make things positive and move in a greater way. So now that we're dealing with equality, now it's with some understanding, culture, freedom, power, refinement, born equality, which borns God. Guma Asenduba. See, people use the word in the terminology God in such an immense way, which is respectful, but let's put it in where it belongs. When you ask people, well, where did the term God come from? They get lost and confused, and they go into all these different theories that they haven't researched themselves. But I was always taught, if you research something and you go into it real deep, you'll find the answer there. So you won't be just speaking that which you know not.
Over the top.
God degree, Guma awesome bar. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, refinement, equality, God. Borns build to destroy. Because once you have the power of God, which is the knowledge of self in the universe and what it takes to be something great, you got the power to build or destroy. You build is to add on to the cipher, to whatever it is to bring something greater to what you already have. To add on to the cipher. Destroy is to take away, to get rid of it. So me as a righteous man, saying I'm God, I'm gonna build, I'm gonna add on, I'm gonna teach the babies, I'm gonna add on to the cipher, whatever it is, I'm gonna be productive and add on and make it greater. As a provider, whatever it takes to show and prove that I'm Guma Arson Dubar and I add on to the cipher. And when I destroy, which is to take away, I'm gonna destroy all the negativity. Anything that makes my cipher not at peace. I'm gonna destroy that. I'm gonna get it out the way. So now I can show and prove that I'm God, and I get rid of the negative, and I build on the positive, which brings forth born, the 9th degree in the student enrollment. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, refinement, equality, God, build or destroy, born. Because once you've taken these steps, you have the power to born back to knowledge, cipher. As the justice degree, cipher. Knowledge, cipher. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, equality, power, refinement, God, build or destroy, born, back to the cipher, back to the foundation, right? A cipher is a circle that consists of 360 degrees. In the righteous terms, broken fractions, it will mean 120 of knowledge, 120 of wisdom, 120 of understanding. And when you put all that fruit together, you got a bowl of 360. You got a complete cipher, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You see the clear picture. You take things for what they are and not what they appear to be. So at this point, go through those student enrollments. Do the knowledge several times till you got it and you can born it. So I can go, what's today's mathematics, right? Today's mathematics would be wisdom, equality, born, build, or destroy. Wisdom, equality, born, build, or destroy. Wisdom is the manifestation of equality. Wisdom is the wise word spoken by a wise man. Wisdom is a manifestation of equality. Equality is to be equal in all things. Equality is knowledge of self, and you manifesting it, which borns equality, because I'm giving it out to the people. Dealing with equality, which borns what? Build or destroy. Because once you manifest equality, you building, you adding on, you teaching people to be great and destroying all the negative theories in their lives. Peace to the gods and earths and all the original people on the planet. This is the student enrollment, one of many. Do the knowledge.
Yeah. I say it's this world that we live in. It's this world that we live in, schools that we build in, the new generation of children doing the killing, and the president make it so hard to make a million, and the black intelligent keep secrets that some revealing. It's a bad feeling when you waking up broke, but I would talk, keep striving when you feel there's no hope. It's time to face the world, now I know you feel what I wrote, cause I give you my all, everything that I sow. I put my heart inside, plus a lot of shit on my mind. How I got 3 pretty daughters with a mama that's blind, just cause I'm fucking other trying to give me some time. They ain't a place for no young black male confined. I leave his life behind. I wonder what y'all think about me. Cause for 40 years all you did was doubt me. I came up in the household of only 4. I caught on fast but really made my brother slow. I was young, didn't nobody believe in my flow except the OGs and the criminals. They made me strive for what I know, but the lies in the dough turned me to an animal, kept me in my manual, writing up some things.